Dodger fans in this town are pissed. Not going to lie. They are very, very upset. They lost the 2017 World Series, albeit Game 7 was here in Los Angeles, where one imagines, I guess you could bring a trash can. But the Dodgers tweeted out a response, and as I'm sure they issued it in other conventional manners. I want to read it. All clubs have been asked by Major League Baseball not to comment on today's punishment of the Houston Astros, as it's inappropriate to comment on discipline imposed on another club. The Dodgers have also been asked not to comment on any wrongdoing during the 2017 World Series, and will have no further comment at this time. To me, that's akin to raising a banner in center field with a big Dodger blue asterisk, Bob. I'm wondering what you think.
Well, it's pretty clear how many of the Dodgers and many of their fans are going to interpret this, and for that matter, other teams that along the way lost to the Astros in close series, like the Yankees. It's legitimate for Joe Girardi to wonder whether a close loss to the Astros, in which is, if I recall correctly, they lost every one of the games at Minute Maid Park in a 7-game series, whether that close defeat winds up costing him his job. So there's a lot of fallout from this, but there's no way that these results are going to be voided. They didn't void the result of the 1919 World Series. The record book still says the Cincinnati Reds are the world champions. They didn't void Barry Bonds' single-season or career home run records, although any person with half a brain knows that as great as Bonds was on his natural merits, those achievements are not fully authentic, and neither are the statistics of many other players from the so-called steroid era. They're not going to take Gaylord Perry out of the Hall of Fame, although everybody knows he threw a spitball. What happens here is that history and fans and people like us will make our own judgments, and how much weight we give to it will vary from person to person, but there's no question that it's a taint on the Astros as a team, and sadly, it's a taint on the individual people who have been sanctioned, and these are people of high achievement. And it's coming next for Alex Cora, because Cora was, as you know, the top lieutenant, the bench coach in Houston for Hinch in 2017, and the Red Sox are involved in another allegation, not the same but similar, using technology in a way that is prohibited. And Manfred's office had issued a warning about this previously, so it wasn't like, oh, we didn't know, we'll be good going forward. No, the warning was already in place, so we know that Cora and the Red Sox are going to get whacked to a significant extent. It's a shame, and it's going to be a taint on all those people, and they are people of high achievement and high quality who didn't need it. And also, didn't need to do it.
Exactly, and players as well are involved in this. I have pounded this table on my set about Jose Altuve maybe already being a Hall of Famer based on what he's been able to achieve. Sure. And you know, for as long as we've known each other, I'm a Yankee fan, and watching Altuve turn on an off-speed pitch from a 100-mile-an-hour fastball pitcher like Aroldis Chapman, this ALCS, this one, in light of everything that's come out, the interpretation of Chapman's smile as Altuve runs the bases is like, this guy knew it was coming. And I don't know what to think, so I lay it at the feet of you. You be my conscience here, Bob. I mean, what should I think about Altuve and the rest of these Astros now?
Here's the thing. When there's paranoia, and when people have not just paranoid concerns, but legitimate concerns, then anything and everything can be laid at the feet of that. Isn't it just possible that a great hitter guessed and guessed right?
Sure.
Or that Yu Darvish was tipping his pitches in Game 7 of the World Series in 2017 and had such a lousy outing for the Dodgers. All those things are certainly possible, in fact, even likely, because that's been going on forever in baseball. A guy guesses right, or they steal signs or pick something up with legitimate powers of observation. That's part of the game. But if we also know that cheating through prohibited technology was part of the game the last few years, then anybody is free to speculate, well, in this situation, that's why this happened. And when you're on the losing side, either as player or fan, the tendency to attribute it to that is all the greater.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.